this is Vanessa Cooper with Hungry for Life Boutique, featuring Epiphany Clothing, and today I am here to share with you why I left LuLaRoe for Epiphany and one main reason why I left LuLaRoe that I have never shared publicly. So stay tuned. And this is my very first YouTube video, and so like and subscribe my new channel. I will be making tons of more fun videos with things that you guys request, and some other things that I think will be super helpful if you're just starting your Epiphany business. So let's get started. To give you a little backstory, I started LuLaRoe back in 2015. I was 3 months away from giving birth to my IVF miracle baby boy that we had been wishing, praying for 6 years. It was a long journey. So I knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and stay with him. I had agreed with my husband that I would stay at home for 2 to 3 years till he would start school. So I ran into the LuLaRoe business locally. I popped up on my Facebook news feed a lot, and I contacted the consultant at the time, and that was, I believe, in May of 2015, and onboarded on June 2015. I believe then there were about 2,500 to 3,000 consultants, what were then called consultants, now retailers. I believe they're still called retailers. And so I started, I feel like, pretty early on, and I knew that I wanted to run my business pretty part-time because my main priority was to stay at home and get all the snuggles and all the feels from my little baby boy and watch him grow and see all of the beautiful things motherhood brings, some good, some bad, but I wanted to be there for all of it. And so I started off, really well right off the bat for my goal, and I hit all the milestones and goals that I have set for myself. And I basically, I think it was October, November, I hit the first rank of trainer, and May of 2016, I hit the rank of coach. Of course, that's not without lots of credit to an amazing, incredible team of women, strong women, and it was an amazing journey. I had just moved to a new state when I first started and did not know anyone. So it was I was super scared, but I was, I am the fierce kind, adrenaline junkie in that business sense, and always loved fashion and art and design. And this seemed like it married a lot of the things that I love. So I loved meeting people, getting to know their stories, and this provided, a lot of not just networking, but meeting people and getting to see their story and help them achieve their dreams. So this was truly an amazing opportunity at the time, and it grew so big. And I remember in the beginning, and now we're gonna start to get to the main reason why I left. There were several reasons. Let's say this. There were several reasons why I left, but this was the what sealed the deal for me. I will get to that. So one of the reasons why I left, I was absolutely consumed with taking pictures, shipping, and spending so much time with my baby boy running around asking for my attention. In the very beginning, when he was a baby, it was kind of easy. I would strap him on and he would just go along for the ride. And as he grew older, you know, it just became harder and harder, I felt like, because he was asking more and more for my attention. And at first he was kind of part of my business. And then after a while, I just couldn't focus with him around. So I, you know, was always like, don't touch that tag, don't do this. I kind of felt like, and I did hire help. Sorry. And I did hire help, and you know, that worked out, but that mom guilt was always there. And because I was a coach with LuLaRoe, we were required, in order to get our commission check, our bonus check, we were required to travel every quarter to attend our leadership conferences. And with that, that meant I was away from my son. And at some points, I did miss out on some things. Like, for example, I missed out on his very first step. And I never forget that moment. I never forget that moment. I remember the room, I remember the time, I remember everything. And I'm not gonna lie, that really weighed on my heart. And I mean, it was starting to get away from why I started the business in the first place. It was to be there for all those moments. And it was becoming more and more difficult. So he started talking and asking, mommy, look at me, instead of, you know, and I needed to work, I needed to take pictures, I need to manage inventory, I needed to ship, I need to print labels, I need to invoice, and all of those things took so much of my time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most efficient person. Major ADD, adult ADD happening. And but you know, I was a one-woman show. At one point I tried to have an assistant. That did not, it was maybe for a week or two, but really I always ran the business on my own. I was determined to run this business on my own so it could be duplicatable. And as well, I always I never wanted to be a high seller. Yeah, of course, you want to be at the top. However, I knew in my mind, if I was already bogged down with all of the things that I was already doing, you know, just doing the business part-time, I was still hitting my goals, but doing this business part-time, what would it take to be a top seller? I did not want to do that sacrifice. I knew exactly how, you know, my family would suffer. I never really cooked dinners and all of that. So anyways, I just wasn't fulfilled. Bottom line, I wasn't fulfilled. In that personal goal sense, I loved the connections that I've made and the friendships that I've made, and but it just, my family was not where I had pictured, and I needed to make a change. And what really closed the deal for me was the fact that as the company grew, my team grew, and a lot of, not just my team, but a lot of the leadership within the company felt very, very catty. The culture, the way it started and the way it evolved, it was it just felt, this was my personal experience. I cannot speak for anyone else, and by no means I'm bashing LuLaRoe. This is just my personal experience. It felt very, but the culture ended up feeling very catty, very competitive, in a bad way, not in a constructive way. But we were supposed to be independent consultants, retailers, and we were basically being told by other leaders how to run our business. Point, I ran my business by the book. Whatever is said, how to do things by compliance, that is exactly what I did. And I still got backlash from a lot of the leadership and the culture. And it just really just weighed down on me. It weighed down on my heart, and it made me just not want to be part of it anymore. And that is mainly the reason why I said why I don't feel like I am blooming here. I don't feel like I'm nurtured. I don't feel like I'm valued. I don't feel, it's not, it just didn't work out. So comes along Epiphany, and I reached out to this amazing leader that I had met at LuLaRoe, and she had already made the switch and paved the path, and I reached out to find out more about it, and everything just seemed incredible. No more inventory. I get to pick out my sizes and prints, which with LuLaRoe, I had so many people ask me, I want your outfit. And I'm like, girlfriend, I don't have it. I only have this one. And in my size, or, and I got so tired of not being able to offer my customers what they wanted, which was my style, my sense of style, and I couldn't offer them that. So with Epiphany, I don't have to do any of the shipping. That means more time with my son. That is like huge. I don't have to take any more pictures. Epiphany takes care of all of that, and my customers get their styles for free shipping, totally free shipping. So it was just amazing. It was just an amazing aha moment for me, and I love and adore my leaders, and it was an easy transition, and I have had the opportunity to go to Salt Lake City, where Epiphany is located, where our distribution center is as well. And I got to meet our designer and our CIO and CFO and all of that. And they are just amazing, genuine people, not out for fame. They are a technology and fashion company, and we are so excited. And I got there, and I stayed in a house with 18 women, and 17 of them were not in my team. And I was apprehensive, not gonna lie, and that's how, coming from that culture that I just mentioned from LuLaRoe, I was apprehensive, and how is this gonna turn out? And we are amazing friends. We talk every day, every single day, and I love and adore these women. We bonded like instantly. It was such an amazing experience, and I really truly hope that I really wish this for everyone that it's looking for that. It's an amazing, welcoming community. We lift each other, and we truly support each other. We want to see each other succeed. We share a lot of our photos and a lot of a lot of things that we do together. So it's really, really an amazing opportunity. So, and right now, there are only about 1,500 active stylists, I believe, and so there's no time better than now. So if you're interested in the opportunity, private message me, DM me, and don't forget to like and subscribe my new channel. Again, this is Vanessa Cooper with Hungry for Life Boutique. Love you guys. Hi you guys, this is Vanessa Cooper